gentlemen, Happy New Year. Wake up.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's Happy New Year for you. Mine was a long time ago.
It is January 5th, 2016. We are kicking the new year off just right. It's a great, spectacular day.
And why would that be?
It's really
mister?
cold, but Why would that be? I hit a milestone today.
What's that?
Well, not yet. I'll be hitting a milestone in another hour and 14 minutes.
Oh, TNA.
Well, that too.
Oh, okay.
Right.
TNA is on Pop tonight. The first original episode.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I hit a mile. You can't guess? You've been on social media at all today?
I think you hit the big 4-0, brother.
Yeah.
The
I
big
did.
4-0. Welcome to the club.
I did.
I'm about 10 years ahead of
I
that
will
guy,
be.
so.
I will be in an
You
hour
will
and
be.
14 minutes.
Well, so at this
I'm
point...
still technically 3'9".
Right. At this point, 40 years ago, your mother was in a massive amount of pain from you, and now we get to share that pain.
Yes.
Do you know that for a man that always runs late all the time, I was born like 3 weeks early?
Wow. I was
Glad you're trying to catch up, that's why.
Yeah.
And now you're constantly late, but there we are.
Well,
just a little something from the
no.
fellas and I.
Just a little something, huh? Just a little something. What do we got there? Well, well, well. The big 4-0 gets... Look at that. Look at that. The big show.
The big show for the big 4-0. There
The
you
big
go.
show for the big 4-0. Giants World. The
Yeah,
world's largest athlete. Wow.
And the North Haven's biggest icon.
North Haven's biggest icon. What a combination.
And if you recall, when that came on, I reviewed it on the show. And
Perfect right there.
It's there you go.
There we go.
It's an excellent disc, and I'm very, very proud to share it with you. So,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy
Right.
it. And in all sincerity.
Dangerous Dan isn't here with us to celebrate.
No, he's reporting on the TNA.
He's in his skybox right now.
That's correct.
His luxury box.
His luxury skybox.
Yeah. Well, Dylan and I have spent some time in the skybox, so
Oh,
we
fact,
know
you know what?
we know what it's like.
he wanted me to send him a special message.
Who's that?
Dan.
Dan. And that would be. And the special message would be.
He wanted me to send him the number to the studio because
okay.
he's such a busy man all the
Oh,
time.
he can't be here, right?
Right,
I think
definitely.
it's that those sunglasses and that jacket.
Why don't you take
we
care
saw
of
them
that, and
last time.
we'll start out with a little bit of news.
So take care of that. Yeah, I'll take care of that. You start out.
Well, at the moment, as we speak, the biggest news would be happening in New Japan.
Yeah. New Japan is going to be losing a few people. Nobody's heard about it yet. It looks like or appears that AJ Styles, Nakamura, Carl Anderson, and Doc Gallows are all going to be leaving there and heading to the WWE, which should be very, very interesting.
Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet, but all of the sources that are usually pretty on the mark have gotten it out there, and out of the four of them, I mean, they're all talented fellows, of course, but AJ Styles is going to make the largest, no pun intended, impact on the WWE.
Yeah, he's by far the biggest name, free agent, I guess you could call out there.
Yeah.
And based on, they had New Japan had their show with ROH, I think was yesterday or the day before, and I was able to watch some footage with Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and Anderson and Gallows as far as kind of turning on AJ Styles. So they did a nice job. A couple super kick party with the Young Bucks. Kenny Omega is a great heel. He's a great talent. I'm surprised somebody hasn't tried to pick him up yet. But you know what? We said tonight TNA's premiering on Pop. So who knows who's going to leave there at this point. And I wish TNA all the luck, but also AJ Styles I wish all the luck too, because just tremendous talent. He
So
wasn't.
none of this is speculation. This is all definitely confirmed.
That's what they're saying. They're saying it's done, unless there's some big swerve going on, that we're not aware of, and he shows up at TNA tonight,
Right.
which would, kind of pop the bubble if you want to use any kind of pundit. So.
Right.
Yeah.
It would give Pop TV a pop in TNA in their first night over there.
Yeah, but they are. TNA does have. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but Mike Bennett and Maria Canales have left ROH, and I've seen Mike Bennett probably about 10 times, and he's just tremendous in-room ring performer. He was with Matt Taven in the Kingdom and Adam Cole down in Ring of Honor. So Mike Bennett will, bring a lot of energy to that show, and they did something with the Miracle is Coming. Some promo they did, and I guess he is that miracle coming. So he's going to be a tremendous talent.
Miracles can happen.
Yes, they will.
Well, and with talent coming up from Ring of Honor and TNA going to the WWE, AJ Styles can put in a good word for a couple of the guys that he worked with there. And of course, New Japan has always been a breeding ground for some of the WWE talents.
Yeah.
And from what we've heard, that Ring of Honor is in negotiations to have some sort of talent share with the WWE. So
This could all be part of that.
right.
Even.
Hopefully, the upcoming year will show that WWE is going to get an influx of I don't want to say young talent because AJ Styles isn't necessarily young, but at least new talent, and bring in some matches that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. Because
we've seen the Randy Orton John Cena feud, we've seen the Big Show fight. As a heel, as a face, as a heel, as a face. And, a lot of the guys that have been in the WWE for the last 10, 15 years, we've seen every incarnation that they can do. And to bring in, which has been so exciting to see the guys from NXT come up to the main roster, and now to see a guy like AJ Styles. We haven't seen AJ Styles fight, the roster over in WWE. And it's got to be exciting for the guys that are currently there to have somebody new to work with.
Yeah. I think they should be very cognizant of how they bring AJ Styles in because that's got to be very special. You can't do something where I think it needs to be more of a surprise ending. Who knows? Royal Rumble is when at the end of this month.
That's at the end of the month.
Yeah. Who knows if he was to come in and go right from the Royal Rumble, win that, and go against Roman Reigns.
That Royal Rumble gives WWE a big opportunity. Exactly. I would take out of those 30 competitors if I were them, not telling them what to do.
Yeah.
Take some of the NXT talent and put them in that Rumble. Maybe even guys like Samoa Joe and James Storm, who really shouldn't even be in NXT right now to begin with.
Yep.
Well, I like the fact that some of the veterans are in NXT to work with. The up and coming talent. I really think you need that, and I think that utilizing a guy like Samoa Joe, who's basically done everything he's wanted to do in the industry, and keeping him at NXT, I don't see that as a punishment. I see that as a compliment to him, because he can work with the younger talent and help to get him over and help to get them to the next level.
It could definitely help the newer, younger people out.
You need to learn from a veteran in order to go on. And as we've seen with Joseph Von Schmidt over at PWA, you've got to go in the ring with a veteran and somebody that is better or more knowledgeable than you in order to bring you up to that level. So I think that bringing in the younger people into the WWE and into the Royal Rumble would be a more positive thing. Rhino and guys like that, working with the younger talent, I think is important, and to leave them where they are.
Yeah, I think you bring up an interesting point there with that. It's like they got to learn from somebody, and getting that ring time with these guys that have been all over the place is, from Japan to TNA to WCW is a big piece. Even ECW. And I think it's a real powerful piece for a lot of these young guys coming up. So I think it's a pretty interesting piece.
Got a call here.
A call already?
Already. You are live on the Squared Circle.
Hi, thank you. Good evening.
Good evening. Dangerous Dan. How are things down there in Bethlehem, PA doing tonight?
Well, let me tell you, I came down here to Bethlehem, PA, and this place is packed. It's from people are hanging from the rafters. They're in for a hot night of TNA action as it makes its debut on the Pop channel.
Yep.
I urge everybody to tune in and rip the knob off and enjoy a full evening of TNA great action.
How's
I understand it's gonna be loaded with surprises not to be missed.
well, how's Dixie Carter treating you?
Oh, Dixie Carter, she's nothing but first class. We're sitting in the skybox together. We just split a martini.
Wow.
Wow.
Is
That's
Gail
a-
Kim there?
Gail Kim, we were doing good. She was just rubbing one of my legs for me a minute ago, and we're having a fantastic evening here in Bethlehem, PA.
Tell her I said hello.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, did Gail remember meeting Jason a couple weeks ago?
Well, Gail, as a matter of fact, she did remember meeting Jason, and she wouldn't stop talking about how close she was parked to his car.
Yeah, Jason was kind of impressed with being parked 2 spots away from Gail
Oh,
Kim.
no, it was amazing.
And of course,
Did she
Of
mention
course,
anything
Gail-
about the stalker law?
well, Gail, as a matter of fact, wanted me to take a few minutes out to wish Jason a very happy birthday.
Oh, definitely.
As he turns 40, because as she says, she does enjoy older men.
Oh, well, he's getting to fit that bill in a couple hours.
Yeah.
It'll be the big 4-0.
Pretty soon. 9:14 to be exact.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So just after we go off the air, and
Well.
hopefully he'll be responsible at 40.
Dangerous one. We have Jeremy Leary on the other line there. We have to
Well,
try.
sure. We'll certainly extend my best to the Dirt Dog Jeremy Leary, and I'll look forward to spending my night tonight watching TNA action, and hopefully you guys can check it out and see if you see me on the camera.
All right, brother.
We'll do.
You
All
have a-
right, you gentlemen, have a great evening.
Have a
Have a-
great
have a
time.
great evening.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye. We apparently have the operator of Blitzkrieg on the other end.
Ah, a little early, but yeah,
He's
we'll
a little
take it.
early, but is he there?
As soon as
As soon as Zach
control sends it through.
control center sends it through.
But yeah, it's Dan on the spot with TNA, and hopefully he'll make a safe trip home. And next week you'll hear his comments of traveling down to see
Yeah.
TNA.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping that they'll hit Connecticut because TNA has come over here right not too far from here at the Oakdale.
Oakdale.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
it's been a great time.
Yeah, a few years ago. So.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
coming
there's
through
that
right
call.
now. Let's get to our phone call here. You are live on the Squared Circle.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello.
This is the Dirt Dog himself.
Dirt Dog.
Hey, how are you guys?
We're doing great.
Really, really good. Really good.
Yeah. I apologize for calling early. Something came up, and I got to take care of it. So I hope it's
Not at all.
not messing you guys up too bad.
Not at all.
Not at all. Not at all. We were just about to get into the card for Saturday evening anyway. He's actually, it's probably going to work out good. He's actually trying to get the footage ready and back right now.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
From the last time. Yeah, that was great with the Sea Stars and Ariella and Blue Pants.
Yeah, well, yep, that was awesome. But to me, what sticks out for that night was definitely the Minutemen and the Bateri. What a match!
That was a great main event too. So
Yeah.
Terry's a great team.
mm-hmm.
So the new
Bateri's a
branding.
great team, and I think what happened that night too is the Bateri is a great team. The
Hello.
We lose you?
Minutemen, but
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
not as many. So I think they definitely solidified themselves in one of those spots around here as far as tag teams.
Oh, without a doubt. So the rebranding, Blitzkrieg Pro. How is that coming over with the fans? Have they taken to it? And
Yeah. It's it sucked to go through. I'm not gonna lie,
But if it was going to happen, it might as well happen, this early in our run.
Yep.
Right.
And so I guess that's that. Those, posers from California who want to put on a front like they have this against the grain, don't conform sort of clothing line, but then they send their big money lawyer after us about some indie wrestling company in Enfield, Connecticut. So
Right.
Now, how would they
Whatever.
possibly find out if they're all the way out in California?
Well, that goes to show that the name is out there, right?
Right.
yeah, well, yeah. I know they found our Instagram and they tried buying the shirt from us, and I think I just refunded them because I knew better, but. Whatever, they didn't even try to talk to us, and I just hate, they're posers, man, because I hate that, I went and checked out the stuff. I didn't personally know they existed, but I checked out their stuff, and they put out this clothing line that kind of preaches, nonconformity and stuff like that, and maybe like a DIY ethic, and, I grew up in the punk rock hardcore scene. I know, I grew up with that stuff, and there's so many parallels with indie wrestling as well, and, they put on that front, but, none of them just tried to talk to us or anything. They just sent their lawyer at us, and I don't know. Posers.
Well, that being said, we'll stick to the positive aspect of it because Blitzkrieg is fast becoming a force here in Connecticut, and you're coming to Whirly Ball on January 9th.
This Saturday night.
And I think we have some graphics of cards of some of the matches that are coming up. And you're just adding, still adding to this day. First of all, you got the Sea Stars, which Jason is very hung up on.
They're good friends of mine.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Yeah, you got some great Chikara pro guys there too. Silver Ant, looks like Pinky Sanchez is going to be there. So a lot of great talent.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, we have the Sea Stars. They're going actually. The graphics not done because we lost somebody last minute. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna try to lie and put it another way. But we lost the female, so we don't have a graphic for that match yet because we're still down one person. But they will, in one way or another, be in a 6-woman tag match, and they will be taking on Katrin, who, if you saw her show in October,
I remember.
She was there teaming up with Toxis, who's also going to be in that match, and making her debut for us will be Helen Vale as well.
Sweet.
That's amazing. We got you on the right-hand side taking on WWE legend Scotty 2 Hottie.
Mm-hmm. Going to crush the worm.
You're going to crush the worm.
Right. That's right.
And of course, you've got the Silver Ant finding Hammer Tunis. That to me, I think will be the high-flying match of the night.
I don't know about the high-flying match of the night. I think you're looking at the 5-man scramble for that with Pinky and Chris Pyro, or possibly the Four Corners tag because a lot of guys in that are known for their high-flying.
Yeah.
However, I think Silver Ant is far and away one of the best technical wrestlers on the independent scene in the whole entire country.
Yeah.
And I think that's a title Hammer Tunis would like, and I think this is going to give him a good chance to show that he belongs there. And I believe in him. I believe in the Hammer. So
yeah,
definitely a good friend of yours. You also have Scumbag Nation taking on. Speaking of former WWE, you got Brian Myers and Trent Beretta there.
Yeah, the kind of dude busters.
The kind of dude busters, kind of, sort of. And then
Throwing it way back to FCW.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're both, Trent and Brian are both really excited about that from what they've told me. So I think that match is going to be awesome. I think that's going to be great. And shout out to Scumbag Nation, my boys.
Yep.
Real life, those are my boys. And shout out to Logan Black and Mr. Rude Boy Riley, who's doing some big things today. And I'll just leave it at that. I'll be cryptic with this. Wishing him luck on taking the next step.
Johnny Idol isn't going to be there, I understand now, unfortunately.
No, Johnny Idol will be there.
Marshall McNeil will not be
also be there, but he will not be able to compete. He separated his shoulder at Top Rope Wrestling this past weekend. So he's all right, but he has to take a couple weeks off, according to the doctors. So they have a fill-in partner that will not disappoint anybody, and anybody that is an independent wrestling fan of various promotions will recognize and I think be very excited about their partner that will be coming in. But it's still disappointing to me because, like it was written, that's a real Jekyll and Hyde, two mirroring tag teams. One the fans will hate, and one that they love with Idol and Marshall. But one of them's a mastermind, one of them's a good times guy who loves the party, and that can be said on both sides. Top shelf Troy Nelson making his debut, quite a character, and smart Mark Sterling, who boy, the fans hated him. They hated him in December. So
It kind of reminds me of the Damien Sandow character a little bit, or the Genius character from way back.
Sure, but Damien Sandow, can remind you of Dean Douglas or Lenny Poffo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely there's definitely a lineage there in that in that brand of character, but it's always fun.
Dean Douglas, holy crap.
Yeah.
That's,
going way
that's
back.
amazing you pulled that out, Dean Douglas.
You also had Dijak from Ring of Honor taking on the Wrecking
Oh, yeah.
Ball.
Yeah, Connecticut's own Wrecking Ball Ligursky, a very good friend of the show here.
Yeah, that's gonna be a monsters battle, and Dijak just been absolutely killing it wherever he's going. If you pay attention to indie wrestling, you know that, and then he's got that maniacal bastard DG Haven there in his corner, so that makes that interesting. But Wrecking Ball, again, this is a great chance for him to show how well he can hang, and he's somebody else. I believe in the Wrecking Ball.
Yeah, we've had him on the show,
I
and
can't wait to see how that match turns out.
yeah, of course, we've had him on the show. He's a good friend of the show here, and we love Wrecking Ball Ligursky, and
I mean, what's not to love about him, man?
yeah, and he is the real deal, and we were there for his first match, and I've watched him at PWA as he was training, and it's just wonderful to see this guy just burst onto the scene, and having been there since day one, and to track his career, it's a lot of fun and exciting for us to have at least been a small sliver part of that.
Yeah.
And just Blitzkrieg Pro and Whirly Ball in Enfield. We still haven't figured out what the heck is Whirly Ball.
Oh boy, what? Whirly Ball. All right. So you're in bumper cars, and what's that game you played in your yard when you were kids, like Pilo or something like that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those things where you threw the wiffle ball sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's going way
So
back.
you're
Yeah.
in the bumper cars, and you have those. The Pilo is that? I think that's right.
Okay.
Whatever. I might
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. So
It semi-resembles basketball, so it looks wild.
Yeah.
that looks like fun. Maybe we get some of the wrestlers to square off.
That's all.
Or they could use the
Yeah.
cars in the ring.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, one day, I think it'd be a really good idea in the future at some point to maybe have a wrestlers or fans game of that, and maybe raise some money for something local or something along those lines. But we'll cross that bridge when it gets there.
Well,
Hopefully
Oh, yeah.
we stay welcome there.
If you could put that together, we'll have our camera crew on the scene, and that'll be a lot of fun to put together for you.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right.
Yeah. I'll tell you, it looks like a super card. It's the first one I'm going to of Blitzkrieg, so I'm looking forward to it. And it just looks like a very amazing card. Talent from top to bottom. I don't think there's going to be a dull moment. Probably my hands will be numb by the end of the show.
This is our super
Good,
fan,
man, good.
Bill.
Yeah.
He's filling
What's
in for. This is our super fan, Bill. He's filling in for Dangerous Dan tonight.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen you wrestle a few times, so I'm very impressed with the things I've seen you do in the ring when you were at.
Thanks, man.
So look forward to seeing you wrestle again and meeting you. It'll be a great honor.
Oh, awesome, man. I'm glad to hear it. Cool.
And
Very cool.
one more question, we'll let you go. Fill us in on where to reach on social media, internet, all that happy stuff.
Oh, absolutely, man. You can find us on Facebook. It's just Blitzkrieg Pro. On Instagram, it's just Blitzkrieg Pro. On the Twitter machine there, though, however, it is Blitzkrieg_pro because somebody already had the account. I guess they suspended, and it's looked that way the whole time, but I guess we can't get it. So that's that. I'm trying to think. Otherwise, you can find me. I have a fan Facebook page.
Right.
The Dirt Dog.
Definitely.
Well, we definitely appreciate.
Real Life Heel. I actually do not want you to friend request my personal page. Thank you. I don't care how much you think John Cena or Roman Reigns sucks. I really couldn't care less. But by all means, like my Facebook page, follow me on Instagram, and buy my shirts.
There we go.
Oh, absolutely.
There we go.
And yeah, hey, I wanna throw something out there too. I know you got Test of Strength and PWA, and I'm sure, I know NEW has a school out in Connecticut too.
Yep.
But if anybody's listening around I'm not trying to take anything from them at all.
Go ahead.
And I mean that.
Yep, there's
but
room
if
for everybody.
anybody's around Western Mass and they're looking for a wrestling school, check out Kevin Landry's Pro Wrestling Combine, and reach out to Kevin and stop talking about it and try to be about it, I guess.
And what town is that in?
That's in Holyoke, Mass.
Okay.
Holyoke,
Yeah, it's not
Mass.
far from.
Yeah, we actually
not
we
far.
did a show there back in the day with RPW. And,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to go any further on that,
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
we did shows there. We worked really well with Eric, and
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, some people might know where we are. I guess was the point I was trying to make based on that.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, have him contact us, and we'd love to come out and check out the school and maybe do a little filming and
Absolutely.
give you a little love there.
I could try. I know Kevin's real old school though, and word of mouth works best. But I will definitely, put it past him for sure.
Excellent. Thank you
For
very
sure.
much.
We're trying to do a lot of seminars. There that correspond with the Blitzkrieg shows, and
Mm-hmm. You got a seminar with Scotty
so forth.
Tuhati, do you not?
yeah.
That's fantastic.
Right.
And
That's where I learned how to crush the worm.
we've stressed many a time on the show. It's great to have one teacher, but 5 teachers is much better. Everybody's got a different
I
little
think a lot of
style.
them will tell you, they want you to stay true to them and loyal, absolutely, and I think you should. But Kevin has always told us, by all means, go check out Brian Fury's school, see how they learn, and do as many seminars as you can. Go to Slick Wagner Brown, or go to anybody's school
Yep.
for a class or two.
Yep.
He obviously wants you to stay there. He invests in anybody who will invest in themselves, but he's always told us go here and there to other schools and just see how it is. Because
Yeah.
there's not one right way to wrestle.
Right, and everybody's got a different style. Everybody's got a different experience. Some guys have gone over to Japan and gotten some information there. Some people have gone down to Mexico and gotten the lucha style, and and of course you can go to England and learn some bare knuckle style.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody's got something to offer, and it's good to broaden your horizons a little bit. But of course, loyalty is a great thing, and I agree with you there. But the day
Yeah,
you
and I mean, you got to keep in mind that they're looking at it also as they invest in us and they want us to do the best, but they want to keep their school open
Right.
too. So.
Oh, absolutely, and I'm with you on that. But learning from the day you stop learning is the day you should quit.
Yeah, well, I
Never
don't
stop
even
learning.
believe that you can stop learning. I don't think I've heard John Cena say that he's still learning. I've heard guys that have headlined multiple WrestleManias will say they're still learning. So
Yep.
I think anybody who says they don't have anything else to learn is full of it.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Hey, Ric Flair's learning how to be a manager right now.
Yes.
I love any I'm not the guy that's gonna crap all over Raw. I want to be there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would go, that stuff. But who doesn't? We're still consumers. But any chance to see Ric Flair on TV, I will take it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yep. Well, we'll be seeing you on January 9th at the Whirly Ball in Enfield. The doors are at 6. Bell time is at 7, and I hope you have a great turnout.
I'll be there.
And,
You'll see me.
We
Right
know
on.
it's going to be an
Hey,
awesome
yeah,
show.
hey, once again, anybody listening, watching, check us out on everything: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Blitzkrieg Pro. check out some other great organizations too. Check out PVP, Pioneer Valley Professional Wrestling. Check out Wrestle Jam when they
Yep.
come back.
Yep.
And you check them out, man. There's some really great companies around here that deserve your attention. At least give them a chance.
Support indie wrestling.
Exactly.
Definitely.
That's what it's
we
all
do.
about.
That's what we do.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thank you,
All
sir,
right.
and have a wonderful evening, and have a great show.
Thank you much.
All right,
We'll see you
gentlemen.
Saturday.
All right.
Yep.
Good night.
Night. The Dirt Dog, Jeremy Leary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very.
Not at a loss for words tonight.
No, not at all. He's very excited about his card, as well he should be.
Right.
And he's got a great promotion coming up, and Blitzkrieg, and he's moving forward, and I'm really looking forward to it.
We may have some clips from the last Blitzkrieg ready. They are on Facebook already.
Yep, I
Right.
noticed that today.
Just waiting to hear from the powers that be in back about it. But I'm definitely looking forward to Saturday night. I know you're looking for.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. My wife doesn't know I'm going yet, but she's watching the show apparently tonight. So, honey, I'll be going out on
Right.
Saturday night. So
It is ready, but before we do go to that, I do want to send a get well wish out to a good friend of ours, former call-in to the show, Tequila Rose, who was recently in an automobile accident. Be out 6 to 8 weeks, I understand. Probably that was about a week or two ago, so
Yeah.
probably a little less by now.
Right.
But we do wish her the best of luck.
Speedy recovery. And,
Definitely.
of course, take care of yourself and be healthy before you get back in the ring.
Exactly.
We can wait.
Definitely. But let's go to these clips here. We have Team Sea Stars with against Ariella and Blue Pants. Whenever that is ready. Here we go.
The way Jenna dressed.
Weighing in at 2 shooting stars. Ashley Knox, Tony Exo. They are the Sea Stars. Sea Stars, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm seeing stars.
And now in Field, Connecticut, their opponents. First, from New York, Alex.
Oh, big cat. Oh.
Let's go, sea stars! Sea stars! Sea stars! Sea stars! Sea stars! Sea stars! Sea stars!
You actually have to be that character.
Kicker of the team!
And that's part of it. She doesn't believe it.
Ashley, are you
She's really young.
okay? You need nothing else?
Depends on what she got into.
Here are your winners. Colonel Sea Star. Keep going for guys, the Sea Stars. And Leary, Blue Pants, Bates.
These are fouls. Yeah, keep them all.
Enfield, Connecticut. Your winner. He is the Ricky Ball. Ricky Ball Lagurski. before I get in the ring with that idiot in a mask, I've got two announcements. One, I am Smart Mark Sterling, and I have 3 bachelors, 2 masters, and an MBA, and I'm smarter than every single person in this building. The second announcement is that after this match, I won't be sticking around for any autographs or selfies because I'm getting in my smart car and I'm going back to Long Island and I'm getting out of this dump town faster than you all can say ubiquitous. Look it up! That's Smart Mark Sterling, don't forget it. I'll take that, sir.
That's kind of rip off,
I'll take that.
Where'd you go to Club College? Don't go where my car. What's up, mate? Kevin, buddy. All right, we got the brains, guys. I'm gonna rip these ears off! One of us 150 kids are there for you! You don't look so smart now, do ya? Right there, sir! What's that NBA doing for you?
Yeah, but like that whole studio thing going on. A couple of the commentators are pretty good.
He's done now!
So direct section.
Stupid head!
we're back, and that was some of the great footage from Blitzkrieg Pro Wrestling from December 12th.
Yeah.
Team Sea Stars versus Ariella and Blue Pants.
Yeah.
And of course, you saw Wrecking Ball in action.
Of course.
What do you think of Fluffy? Where did they get that guy?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll never think of the Easter Bunny any other way again. So
No.
it'd be a hell of a thing to see him in the morning with the Easter eggs.
Oh, there'd be some mighty big Easter eggs.
Right?
Yeah. I want an
Right.
Easter egg. I want an Easter egg.
Okay, how big are those Easter eggs going to be? If he's that big.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a good wrestler, though. I like the character.
Right. Definitely.
And that's Blitzkrieg Pro, again, January 9th at Whirly Ball in Enfield. These fellows will be there. Signing autographs, kissing babies.
Of course.
I'll kiss the babies. You can do the art.
I'll sign plenty of autographs.
And maybe we can bring some shirts. Who knows?
There you go.
Bring some shirts. Maybe I'll get you some shirts.
Yeah? Yeah, we can trade off.
Sea Star.
I know, you owe me a Sea Star shirt.
I owe you a Sea Star
So
shirt.
get it autographed.
Yeah, what'd you give me for my birthday? Nothing. My birthday came and went. Your birthday comes, we have a big celebration.
I know.
Cake out in the lobby.
ca-
here.
I'm gonna be celebrating all
catering
night.
from,
Right.
I brought you cake this morning and left it on your doorstep.
Yeah.
Well, somebody did.
Somebody did. I got a secret admirer. I don't know.
yeah.
Cake out of that. Went by his house this morning, wished him happy birthday. There's a nice cake on the doorstep for him there.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that a song? I left the cake out in the rain.
Ah, there's someone left it out in the rain.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, it wasn't raining.
It wasn't quite raining.
It's probably
No.
a frozen briquette by now.
It was cold enough.
Yeah.
One of those Connecticut Tuesday morning, January.
Yeah. Well, we've been
You
lucky
know.
so far.
Yeah.
So,
I hope our luck does not run out.
amen to that.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be a little bit warmer right now, but
Yeah.
at least there's
Hey.
none of that white stuff on the ground.
There we are.
You know? Exactly. Well, with 6 minutes left, TNA premieres on Pop TV coming up. Tune into Pop TV. I would tell you exactly what channel it is, but
It varies
it
depending
varies
on which cable
depending
company you have.
on where you're watching us.
I know on Comcast it's channel 100.
Okay.
It's already been programmed at my house, so all I have to do is go turn the TV on. I get to see Dan running through the ring there.
There we
Oh
are.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I love these promos. SmackDown is moving to the USA
Yep.
on Thursday night,
Right.
and there's finally something to watch on television on Thursday night. So I'm really excited.
I know.
USA Network Thursday night, be there.
It's about time you had a really good wrestling show on a Thursday night.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well, we hope.
It looks like they're going to pull all the stops and get some to try to pop some ratings over
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
in USA. So now
Mm-hmm.
you got Raw and SmackDown on USA.
Yeah. I think at this point, WWE's got they're going to have to do something because just little inlets from Ring of Honor being on some local access shows, or from the Red Sox Network, NESN,
Yep.
to TNA getting on Pop. You know what? There's going to be some other opportunities out there, so I think it's going to be pretty interesting. I think
And you
that
mentioned Lucha Underground's coming back as well.
Lucha Underground is on El Rey, which I don't get at my house, but it's at my mother's. So on every Thursday night, I'm going to go to my mom's house and watch it.
Okay.
She doesn't know that yet, but she'll be surprised to see me,
There we
just
go.
coincidentally. But yeah, Lucha's coming back.
Party at the Thompson House.
Yeah, Lucha's got some great. Lucha could be the game changer if they get on a prime. El Rey gets picked up on some of the more, Comcast, Frontier, some of these other ones. Lucha could be a very big game changer in this whole thing.
Yeah.
Just the talent there is just phenomenal.
Yep.
And wait till people see it.
Yeah, it is an incredible show.
Yeah.
I catch it online every so often, and it is an incredible show. It's a great product, and I'd say it's the Spanish version of Ring of Honor, really.
Yeah, and it's
Just talent-wise, it's focuses more on the in-ring entertainment, and you don't need to speak no habla español, and you can still enjoy the show.
Yeah.
so. Very well. Mark Burnett is I think the executive producer for that.
Okay.
And very well staged, very well choreographed. Characters make sense, and they had a phenomenal at the end of the year. They did I think their show was 3 hours. They broke it up into 2 different segments, and at the end it was just absolutely phenomenal. You left, you're like, wow, this was really good, and they're leading into the new year very well. You got Prince Puma, you got Johnny Muno. who's from John Morrison.
Yeah.
Right.
Rey Mysterio, I heard, is going to be making some appearances there. They're not sure how that's going to work out.
Yeah.
It just goes on.
Well, that'll be a killer show.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not nice.
Too soon?
No, too soon. It's
Too soon, dude.
Thank you, Jeff Ross.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. The Trios Championship. They got 3 people there that are just amazing. So.
Yeah.
It's your birthday, Jay, so you get the final say.
Yeah.
I get the final say. Here's my blowing off steam. I think the next time you see this little thing coming out of my ear, they need to do a better job clipping it on.
We're going to staple it.
Duct tape it.
You don't want to staple it, because then I have to walk around everywhere with that.
There we go.
My other thing is, it's good to believe in something, and see, it's not that it's. I think, to me, I'm gonna miss Taryn Terrell being the leader of the Dollhouse and even being around anymore. She's decided to give up. She's decided to give up her wrestling career because of her. She's became a devout Christian over the last year, and her faith seems to be getting in the way of her wrestling career.
Well, it sounds like Sting.
Yeah.
For a little while there.
Yeah, it's like really bothering her that she plays this racy head leader of the Dollhouse. But I wish her the best of luck nonetheless.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I fully, me of all people, I fully respect your choice in religion and how to live your life, and you choose to do that. So God bless her. And
I'm sure Jade, who I met at the big event, and Marty Bell will be all right.
Yeah. The Dollhouse will continue.
We'll continue.
We got to wrap it up.
We got to wrap it up with under 20 seconds. So we'll see you all this Saturday night at Blitzkrieg. And tune into TNA right now. I'm Hollywood J. Williams for Bill over here.
Thank you, Bill.
And John Zimmerman.
Bullet Club, baby.
Yeah.
Bullet Club right there. Good night. Good luck. See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.